If you wanted me to like kind of describe what, because you, or maybe you don't, but like more than likely, most people watching, my TikTok, they're like going to be operating out of their ego. And then through that, you're going to like want to project yourself into who I am and then try to operate as me through your own ego. And I'll just tell you why that doesn't work. Because I have an ego, yes, but I'm not operating in my ego in every moment for the most part, unless I'm like actively dealing with something traumatic or like whatever. Every moment for me is an observation of not just my life, right? I'm not just using my eyes to look at the world around me. Like, I'm looking at the world around me, but I'm also looking at myself, looking at the world around me. And then I don't take definitions from the world. I create definitions from myself. I create the definitions that I think make the most sense for myself. And so I have information. I have a set of information that's from the world, and I have a set of information that's internal, right? The ego of most people is centered in the world. So you'll try to use what worldly prejudices you have to judge me or try to determine like how I arrived at the place that I arrived at, when you're completely off base in doing so, because I don't even express from a worldly place. I express from an inner place. The ego that I express when I'm in my ego is from an inner place. It's not affected by people witnessing it. So my whole thing is, most people, they have a version of themselves that they're afraid for other people to witness. And as long as you're operating that way, it's like, then your ego is a slave to the world, because if you were to understand who you really were, you would know there was nothing outside of you for real. So my whole thing is, if you are a person who finds themselves more inclined to solitude, it's likely not because you're actually introverted like that, but it's more so just because your ego is not safe. Your inner ego, your inward ego is not comfortable. Your inner persona, your actual true self, is not comfortable in a world that has everyone trying to create the perception of comfort so that other people believe that they're comfortable with themselves. No amount of money that you have, no title, no, material, cars, houses, designer clothes, like none of that will make me believe sincerely that you value yourself. Cause it's all arbitrary anyway. Like literally, like a t-shirt. To me at least, a t-shirt is a t-shirt. Shoes are shoes. There's nothing else attached to it other than a function. Like, it's just a function. Thinking that you have a observable status, respect, honor, power, whatever, because you are wearing shoes is fucking crazy. That's just one example too. I hate shoes for real. Like, bro, I hate shoes. And then it be the motherfuckers that got all the nicest shoes. They got the nastiest looking feet. Like, I'm not no nigga that like to look at everybody's feet, bro. But I got some pretty feet. And I used to always get in trouble for being barefoot outside. Like, I always want to be barefoot everywhere I go. I'm just like, I don't get it, dog. Like, you want me to. I was the kid that had the Shacks. I never had Jordans. I had Shacks, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? I had the cool shoes, bro. And I didn't develop the way that I think about shoes because I didn't have the cool shoes. Even if I could have the cool shoes, they would still just be shoes to me, bruh.